Hey guys, my name is Erik Himmel and welcome back to my channel. If you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button down below. In today's video, I'm going to walk you through my brand new pedal board, which was designed by Amp Shop in North Hollywood. Those of you that know me, I've tried hundreds and hundreds of pedals, and I think I finally found the perfect studio board and the perfect live board in one. I'm going to play through the pedals and talk to you about the signal flow and why I chose the pedals I did. So let's get right into it. And I'm going to use my high watt Custom 50, which I think is the best pedal platform so you can really hear what everything sounds like. Okay guys, so here's the board. And this board previously had a looping system right here. And that was great for when I was touring, but I haven't toured in over a year, so I didn't see the need to continue to have that on there. And I wanted to use a lot of the pedals that were on the board. So the signal chain first goes to the TC Electronic Polytune. And this is what the clean sound is right now. Just so you can hear it. And from the Polytune, it's going to the pedal pawn fuzz. Now I just got this. I'll be honest, I'm not 100% sold on this pedal yet. And quite possibly what will go there in place of that is the Vertex dynamic distortion. And I'll go through what all the pedals are doing for, a little later in the video. But from there it's going to the Box Compressor. And from the Box Compressor, which is awesome, it's going to the Nordland ODRC, which is running at 18 volts. Then it's going to the Moxtortion copy from my friend Derek at Tone Freak. He made that for me. Then it goes to the Exotic volume pedal. From the volume pedal, it's going into the Walrus Julia Chorus, then into the Boss Vibrato, the VB2W, the reissue. And this is where it gets fun, is from the vibrato, it actually goes over here to this out, and then there's a patch cable in for the effects loop. So if I wanted to, I could run these three pedals and the noise gate in my amp effects loop if I set my amps up that way. But I'm just bypassing that. So it's essentially going from the vibrato then into the noise gate. And I'm going into the noise gate next because I don't want my delays and stuff to be cut off by the noise gate. But I do want it to help filter the sound on the distortions if there's any noise there. So the noise gate is the first thing in the loop, and from the noise gate it goes to this H9 first, going in mono and coming out stereo to the DD200, and then it goes out stereo to the second H9 on the far left, and then it can come out to stereo outs. And the reason why I put the delay in between the two eventides is that maybe I'm doing something on a recording where I'm using the first eventide for a modulation that I don't have available up top. Well, and then I'm using the second one for reverb. I have no delay. So I put this awesome DD200 in there. And it sounds great. It's a really cool pedal. And that's the signal flow of it. So I'll just play through a little bit of what's happening here, and you can hear exactly what I'm trying to do with this. So, like I said, the first things first is this pedal pawn, which, like I said, I don't know if I particularly am sold on it yet. So, the whole point of having this pedal pawn, though, is I'm doing like the old fuzz face thing. So, the fuzz actually, or like this position pedal, is only for the clean sound, and it's to help bring out that glassiness. So I'm rolling the volume back on my guitar. And the volume pot's a little messed up on this. I have to get it fixed, but you'll get the idea. So. So it's the old fuzz face trick, and I just recently started doing that, and it's awesome on clean stuff. And I've been particularly using that before I go into some outboard gear, which I'm going to do a whole nother video on that setup, because I've got some really cool pieces of outboard gear that I can use for mixing or for, you know, any kind of guitar recording. So combine that with this compressor, the Milk Box, which is really cool, and my friend Mason over at Vertex Effects, he put a video out and I immediately researched it and I was like, wow, this pedal's awesome. It's basically a Dbx compressor in a pedal, and I have tried a lot of compressors and this one is awesome. But I also left a little slack on these cables in case I want to change it out and put a different compressor in there. So that spot could be changed from time to time, but I'm so sold on this one, especially because it has a like a highs thing on it, so you can attenuate the high frequencies, which is awesome. It's great for any kind of funky stuff you want to do. So with it off, really, really cool pedal. So that's the basis of my clean sound, is these two, and then you can combine it with a chorus. So that's what's going on there, and I noticed that it really brings up, you know, it makes it that glassy kind of sound. It's really cool. And then if you want the vibrato in there, which right now is set for the unlatch mode, so it's kind of got like its own vibe. You have to step on it. I personally would never use it for like that seasick kind of vibrato, but it's really cool to do like with volume swells and stuff, with some chorus and stuff. I'll show you that. But let's check out these distortions. And I love this pedal. It's made so well by Kai over in Germany. I think he's in Hamburg, and he designed the Nobels ODR1. So this is just a brand new updated version with amazing components, and it sounds awesome. So it's kind of more for a lower, I have it set for more of a lower gain thing, so. And you could drive it more if you want, but I like to keep it at a lower gain, because then I bring this guy in, the Mo Distortion copy. So this is it by itself. And I have it after the ODRC because it's got the 3-band EQ. So that's an awesome feature. You can do whatever you want with the tone shaping. You don't have to go over to your amp. You can do it right there. So combined, they sound like this. This is a great lead sound, you know what I mean? Like. That would be, you know, your standard lead sound. And these Eventides are the most powerful, most awesome pedals on the planet. So I put this one before the delay in case I wanted to use it for something like a modulation. You know, like this is the tri-chorus setting they have. And then I can still use this for some kind of reverb. And this is the barn system, so I have it set so I can go up and down in presets. So here's a spring. So let's see. I mean, these have got everything. This one's really cool, the 3-octave. I always like that one a lot. So that's why I didn't put like my OC2 on this board, because this thing is just awesome. And I forget where the it's got the 910 and the 949. I have to go through it. I think I reset everything on this, and I lost all the presets I made, but they're still on my computer. So if I wanted, I could put a reverb for. I wouldn't even use the second one if I was just going for some kind of reverb here, you know. So that's always fun, the shimmer. But I would probably use this one mostly for modulation, because, or delay. It doesn't matter. It just depends what I'm feeling for the track. Or I could set it up for a delay and just totally bypass this altogether, depending which one I would want to use. So. So really, the whole thing is pretty endless with what you can do. And these ones up here, like if I wanted to switch the vibrato out, I could switch out to a different chorus. So these are kind of like, they're not placeholders because I went through so many different pedals just to find which compressor I liked. I tried like 8 different choruses, but this is basically the most simplified but complicated setup I could come up with, and it's just limitless, especially by having these two H9s. It is really possible to do anything. And I'm really happy how this came out, and I cannot thank the guys over at Amp Shop enough. And if you like this video, leave some comments down below, and I'll see you guys soon for another video.